Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is AnaJolene and I'm the author of the Galarium Sea series, the Moonrise Beach series, and the new Heartbreaker series. So I promised that I would do a swatch video with you guys. So that is what I'm going to be doing today. I'm a little daunted because I have actually quite a lot of new inks here. So let's see, I have quite a few of the Pilot Iroshizuku inks. 3 of these are like the new ones, and I got some of the older ones as well. So I'm really excited about it because this brand of ink are my favorite inks. So I have added these 5. I also have 2 new Ferris wheel press inks to share with you guys, 2 Diamine inks, and then also 1 Sailor Shikiori. So that is about 10 in total. So I don't know how long this video is going to take. So if you are interested in grabbing some sort of drink, snack, whatever you wish, that might be a good idea because I've never done a swatch video, so I'm not really sure how exactly I want to go about doing this, but I do have my new ink journal here. I'll do a full like setup video at a later date. It's just because I'm too pressed for time right now. So I'm trying to do a video a day, but we'll see how that goes. But anyways, this is my Travelers Company Blackwing Collaboration TN. I thought it would be good as a like ink journal because it has the pen, or rather the pencil in the front. But I do have one of these inserts. It's just the Undated Monthly from Travelers Company, and this is how I've been keeping track of all of my bottled inks. So not my ink samples, just bottled inks. So I'm going to be logging all of these inks in these calendars here. So these labels are from my shop. I think I have them. Yeah, I have them here at the back. You can find these in my shop. And you can label your ink journal with these stickers. I have them both in white matte and transparent matte sticker paper. And then I also have my currently inked ones as well. So I keep those here at the back. And yeah, so with each calendar here, I've labeled it and then I just do swatches of each color. So I have blue here, I have pink, green, purple, yellows, reds, oranges here, and then I have a few grays, just some black inks. I need to add that actually. I have another one. And then also brown inks. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to like group these into similar colors so that I can do them all at once on one spread. So let's start with the blue inks that I have here. I'm just gonna clip my pages down because this is a TN. And the tools I'm using are the Pilot dip pen. I have it in the medium nib. So that's what I'm gonna use to write each name. And then I also have this tool. This is available in my shop. I am using this because it doesn't, it cleans really easily, and then it doesn't pick up too much ink so that you waste it while swatching. So I really like that. So I'm going to be using that. And then I just have a little wine glass here that I'm using to hold some water, and I just have some tissue nearby. So that's what I'm going to be using for today. So let me just organize this. I have a few brown inks here, some purple ones, a few yellows. I have 1 gray and then 1 kind of like berry color. So yeah, let's kind of start with the blues and we'll work our way through the different colors. So I forgot, I do have this one black Pilot ink that I want to include in this video as well, just so that I know that I have that in my collection, because sometimes it can get a little crazy once you have put them all away. You don't really remember what you have anymore. Okay, so let's get started. I have these 2 blue inks from Pilot that I'm going to swatch on this section here. The first one is called Ajusai, and this is Hydrangea. So I've been looking forward to trying this ink for a while. So let's go ahead and check it out. So I have these in the 15 milliliter bottles, and I love these. Like I said earlier, the Pilot inks are my all-time favorites because they work in every single pen that I use. They are very, very wet inks, and yeah, they just work really, really well. My only complaint is that they keep discontinuing the pink inks, which makes me sad because I love pink inks. So yeah, this one is Pilot Iroshizuku. Ajisai. And I think what I'll do is after, maybe when I'm done, we'll do a close-up. So that is the first one. Am I too far? Do I need to zoom in? I'm not sure. I've never done a swatch video before. Well, let me zoom in. So that is Ajisai. As you guys can see, I have quite a lot of blue inks. I do use blue inks quite a bit, especially during the winter months. So I like to have a good variety of blues. This is actually the newest kind of like blue teal color. I believe these two were the other new ones. So these three, Rika, Toru, and Shungru, they look like this. So I'm excited to have the three new ones. So I'm going to swatch Rika in the blue category, but I think you can probably put it under teals as well. I don't have many teal inks though. Ooh, this one looks nice as well. I like that one. I don't have anything in my collection quite like that one, as you guys can see. So again, we'll just write the name here using the medium nib from Pilot. Now with the Pilot line, you can see that I have quite a few of them already. And a few of them I feel like kind of look similar, like Konpeki and Asagao are a little bit similar in the pen sometimes. Maybe Konpeki is just a little bit more blue, but with these two, I definitely feel like they are different enough that you can justify buying both. So I really like it. And like I said, I really like the bottles because they're very easy to store these guys. So those are the two new blue ones from the Pilot line that I've just added to my log here. Let's go into the next colorway. So pink, I don't think I have any pinks to swatch. No greens here as well, but I do have some purples. So I just want to make sure that these are dry before I move on. So here is my purple collection of bottled inks, and today I have one Diamine ink. This is called Damson. I've wanted to try this ink for a while. And then the other one that I have here is Sailor Shikiori. I have a matching pen in the Sailor Pro Gear Slim line. I actually don't have it. I have the Winter Rain instead, but I really like this color. This color was actually quite hard to find. I had to actually order it from China because everywhere in Canada they didn't have it, so that was kind of frustrating. I had to wait a long time, but it's here now and I have a full bottle. So this color is kind of like a dark, kind of moody purple. I want to use it in October for like Halloween. So that's why I wanted it. I think it looks so pretty. And I really like the Sailor Shikiori inks. They're one of my favorites, probably next to Pilot. So this is Sailor Shikiori. I like to do my swatches in this notebook because it's the Midori MD paper. And I do use the same inserts for my journaling in my passport size traveler's notebook. So that's why I like to have it in this kind of calendar, because you can see all the colors at a glance and you can fit quite a bit of them on one page, so you're not wasting. So again, I just wanted to say that I really like the bottle of these. They are nice and sturdy. So that is Hara Hara. Again, you can see I don't really have anything quite like it. Jacques Herbin Poussière de Lune is a touch lighter. That's probably the closest one I have to it. Now let's test out Damson. Let's see if it's very similar. Oh, this color's a lot darker than I expected. It kind of reminds me of like these two in a way. Poison Envy from Ferris Wheel Press and Aurorealis. I actually have Aurorealis inked up in my TWSBI Mini at the moment, and I'm enjoying that one. So this is Diamine, Damson. I also want to say that this is the best dip pen that I've found so far. I've tried the Sailor ones, and I have like glass ones. I tried the Jinhao one, but that broke like almost immediately. This is the best one that I found. It's easy to clean, always works, and yeah, so far my favorite. Okay, so those are the two new purple ones that I've added to my log here, and I don't know, what do you guys think? Are they too similar? Did I just buy the same thing? I don't know. They look very similar in the writing, but in the swatches they kind of have a little bit of a nuance that's unique to each. But yeah, what do you guys think? Which one's better? Okay, so I'm just gonna let that dry for a second before we move on to the next colorway, which is gonna be the yellows. As you guys can see, I don't have many yellows. I'm trying to get more into warmer colors, but I definitely gravitate to colors like purples, blues, and like pinks, so basically like cool tones. So yeah, I do need to venture more into the warm tones. I think I'm gonna try and do that more in the fall time, so we'll see. Okay, so let's move on to the yellow inks now. And again, I have two for this colorway. I have the new Ferris Wheel Press Citrine Mirage. So I'm excited to try that. And then also the new Toru, which is from Pilot Iroshizuku. So let's go ahead and open these up. I've been buying a lot of these inks, and I'm so excited to finally have them because I've been wanting them for so long. So let's try the Pilot Iroshizuku ink first. I'm gonna go on this side. Ooh, this is actually quite bright. So I purchased Jacques Herbin's Amber de Bermain, and I was a little disappointed in it. I feel like once I get it in a pen, it doesn't come out the way I want it. It comes out a little darker, and I wanted something a little bit more like on the yellowy golden side. So that's why I decided to try the Pilot Iroshizuku, because these inks are my favorite formula. And if I wanted something pigmented and legible, I felt like this was a safe bet. So I'm excited to try it. Right now, it almost looks a little on the orangey side when you compare it to the Jacques Herbin and the Plated Gold Tress from Ferris Wheel Press. But I like that it's super pigmented and legible. So I'm gonna try this out again. It'll probably be like more of a fall color for me. So this is me trying to venture out and try different ink colors. So Ferris Wheel Press sent me this. This is the Citrine Mirage. Let me see, what does it say here? So the base of it is actually brown. There is no sheen. There's a shimmer of teal and pink, and there's medium shading. Should I actually put this in the browns then? I don't know. It's called Citrine, so isn't that like yellowy? We'll just put it here. It's fine. I'm just gonna give this a good shake because we do have that shimmer in there, so I want to make sure that I pick up some of that in the swatch. I try to do my best in swatching these inks according to like the proper color family. However, in the case of this ink, as you guys can see, sometimes they kind of mix. So this is looking more like a brown ink to me. Okay, let's see if the shimmer shows through. I'm gonna write the name in as well. One of my favorite kind of yellowy brownie inks is Diamine Sepia, which is right here. I use that one a lot. It's one of my all-time favorite inks. So again, Citrine, Mirage. I'm gonna try and use more of my Ferris wheel press inks. I have a ton of them, as you guys know. They work really well in my TWSBIs, so I'm gonna be getting the new TWSBI. There's that one, the Diamond ALR Affogato that I'm looking forward to trying out. I want to get it because it has the onyx trim, and I don't have any onyx in my collection. Okay, so these are the new kind of yellowy colors. This one is super bright when you compare it to all the other ones, and then this one is definitely more on the brown side. I think I might use that one very soon. If you're interested in some Ferris wheel press inks or their fountain pens, I do have a affiliate code, so I will leave my code down below as well as their website so you can check it out. I'm just gonna let this dry and we'll move on to the next colorway. Okay, so the next color that I have here is red, and as you guys can see, I don't have very many reds in my collection. I do have some of my favorites like Diamine Writer's Blood, but today we are going to swatch a Currant Crumble Pie. That sounds very delicious. This kind of reminds me of like Thanksgiving, this color. I have a kit in my shop called Harvest Blessings that I think this ink would match really nicely with, so I might try it when I use that kit during the fall. So let's give this one a shot. This one also has a little bit of shimmer in it, so that's why I did shake it beforehand. So let's get my swatching tool here, and ooh, I like this color. Again, this is a warmer color than I'm used to, but I'm gonna try my best to use more of these colors in my journals this year. This is Ferris Wheel Press Currant Crumble Pie. Oh, I'm glad they gave me this ink because I would definitely use it. That looks really pretty. Okay, so that one is another win. I like that one a lot. This one has kind of like a golden shimmer. Really, really nice. So again, if you are interested in some Ferris wheel press inks, I will leave my code down below. You can check that out. Get a little bit of a discount with these inks. Okay, next up, I'm getting confused here. I have so many. Let's see. Let's do, I don't have any oranges to swatch today. You can do grays. So this is my very small gray bottled ink collection. Now I have the Fuyu Shogun to add today. This one is the only gray that they currently have in the collection. I do have a bottle of Kirisame, which is one of my favorite grays. However, they recently discontinued that. I think they discontinued it last year. So that's a bit of a shame because I love that gray. The other gray that I really like in my collection is Diamine Earl Grey, which looks quite different, as you guys can see. But I have a feeling that this new color, this Fuyu Shogun, is going to be one of my favorites because it has a little bit more of a blue undertone. So as you guys can see here, it's very, very different. It's not as taupe as like the Esterbrook and Coffee Monster's Co. Forgotten Iced Coffee that I have next to it. I feel like I would use this color, this shade a little bit more often, especially during the winter months. I love to use blue grays during the winter. And I have some sticker kits in my shop that I think this would look just gorgeous with. So that is Fuyu Shogun, which I think means old man winter or something like that in English. I definitely feel like that matches it perfectly. So that is what that looks like. I think now that I look at it with all the others, this blue gray is going to be my favorite. I love it so much. Okay, so we're almost done. I have 3 more to go. Let's do the brown inks here. So I have 2 to swatch today. I have another Diamine ink called Saddle Brown, and then I also have another Pilot Iroshizuku. This is one of the new ones called Shungyu. I'm really excited about that one. But let's start with the Diamine Saddle Brown. Now what's funny is I feel like I use a lot of brown inks, but as you guys can see, my collection of bottled brown inks is a little on the small side. I don't know, maybe this is a lot for some people, I don't know, but I feel like I need to like collect some more. So if you have any recommendations for your favorite brown inks, let me know, because I feel like brown is like a good color like any time of the year. So this is a nice like medium brown color from Diamine. I also really like Diamine inks. They were actually the very first brand of inks that I tried when I started like my fountain pen journey. So I have a good amount of these inks in my collection. Okay, now let's try this one. This is, out of all the inks here, this is the one that I'm like the most excited about. So Seongu, I don't know how to pronounce that, but look at the color. It's kind of like a purpley brown. So I could have put this in under the purples, but I decided to put it here because I just want to see how it looks. Oh, this is very different. This definitely looks more purple to me than brown, but I love the color. That was a really ugly swatch, sorry. I just got excited when I saw the color. This is really pretty. Okay, I should have put this under the purples. Oh, but as you guys can see, when it dries down, it definitely dries a little bit more browner than when you first swatch it. I love this. This might be one of my favorite inks this year. I can already tell I would use this a lot. Okay, so that one is definitely my favorite. Which one do you like in terms of browns? Do you guys like warm browns or cool tone browns? I do also have Yamaguri, which is from Pilot here, and that one is more of a cool tone brown. I also want to pick up Kamoshka from Sailor. That is on my wish list to get next. Okay, and then I saved like the most boring one for last because this is a black ink. I just needed a black ink that wasn't permanent. So let's go ahead and swatch that next. As you guys can see, I don't have very many black ink bottles, just these 3. So I have Pilot, which is my favorite brand, like I said, Platinum Carbon Black, which is my favorite black ink. That is the one I use daily in my bullet journal from Take a Note. And that one is also a waterproof ink, whereas this Pilot Namiki Black is not permanent. Let's go ahead and swatch a little bit of that. I just do this again for records, basically, not so much for looking at the swatches. I just want to make sure that I have all my bottled inks swatched somewhere. So this is Pilot Namiki Black. Let me know what's your favorite black ink to use like in your daily writers. So I'm always looking for more, but I really like this bottle. I think it just looks super cute, and I like this design on the top. I don't know why. It's very simple, but the bottle is cute to me. Okay, so I'm just gonna let that dry, but those are all the inks. how many were there? 11? I have quite a lot here. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Like I said, it's my first swatch video, so I'm not sure how this is gonna go. It might be a total mess, so I apologize for that. If you guys are interested in these inks, I will leave a link to them down below. Once again, I do have a code to the Ferris wheel press, so if you're interested in saving a little bit of money, then it's definitely worth checking it out. Thanks so much for watching. If you like more fountain pen videos, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.